Alright, let's get straight to it. You clicked on this because you want to make more money, not just a little extra cash for coffee, but a life-changing amount. We're talking about an extra $5,000 every single month, right here in Canada. And I'm here to tell you, in 2025, this isn't just a dream, it's a completely achievable blueprint. Forget everything you think you know about side hustles being small-time gigs. With the power of today's digital tools, some strategic thinking, and a bit of hustle, you can build a serious income stream. Welcome to Neuro Profit AI, where we break down the numbers and give you the exact plan. No fluff, no get-rich-quick nonsense, just a clear step-by-step path to an extra $60,000 a year. The goal is simple and the number is specific, $5,000. Why that number? Because $5,000 a month is enough to fundamentally change your financial situation. It can cover your mortgage in most Canadian cities. It can max out your TFSA and RRSP contributions. It can pay for a new car. It can fund your dream vacation. Or, most importantly, give you the financial freedom to quit a job you hate. This isn't about pocket change. This is about building a significant secondary income stream that works for you. The Canadian economy is shifting, and the opportunities for those willing to adapt and work smart have never been greater. It's time to stop just getting by and start getting ahead. Let me be clear. This will require work. I'm not selling you a fantasy where money just appears in your bank account while you sleep, at least not at first. But this is smart work, not just hard work. We're going to leverage technology, identify underserved niches in the Canadian market, and stack multiple income streams so that no single point of failure can bring you down. The blueprint I'm laying out for you today is designed for the average person. You don't need a business degree or a pile of startup capital. All you need is a reliable internet connection, a willingness to learn, and the discipline to execute the plan consistently. This is your chance to take control of your financial destiny. The year is 2025, and the game has changed. Traditional career paths are no longer the only route to financial security. In fact, relying on a single source of income is one of the riskiest financial decisions you can make today. Before you make a single dollar, you need to have the right tools. Think of this as laying the foundation for your income-generating house. Get this part right, and everything else becomes 10 times easier. Your primary tool is, of course, your smartphone, your laptop. These are your command centers. Beyond the hardware, use free or low-cost digital apps to streamline your operation. First, get Canva. Social media graphics, flyers, client presentations, use templates. You don't need to be a designer. Non-negotiable for a professional look. Manage your time and projects. Trello. Asana. Create boards for each side hustle. Make checklists of daily tasks. Track your progress toward income goals. Organization is the secret weapon. Without it, you'll be busy but not productive. Manage finances. Open a separate bank account for side hustle income. This makes tracking profits and managing taxes simple. Don't mix personal and business funds. Your communication hub is also critical. Set up a professional email using Gmail. Example, yourname.services@gmail.com. It's free and looks far more credible than an old Hotmail account from high school. Zoom, Google Meet. Connect with potential clients. Conduct interviews for your content. Collaborate with others. Having a clean, quiet space for these calls is essential. Professionalism can turn a $50 gig into a $500 project. These steps cost almost nothing and pay massive credibility dividends. Finally, establish your payment processing. You have to be able to get paid easily and professionally. PayPal. Stripe. In Canada, set up Interac e-transfers. Having these systems in place before your first client means you're ready to say yes the moment an opportunity arises. The first income stream we're going to build is all about leveraging your local community. Every small town and city neighborhood in Canada is filled with businesses that are terrible at social media and local marketing. This is where you come in. Become the go-to, hyper-local content creator for your area. You will create simple, engaging video and photo content for local businesses, restaurants, real estate agents, dentists, mechanics. They don't have the time or the know-how to do it themselves, but they desperately need the online visibility. Your service is the solution. You're not trying to be a massive marketing agency. You're the affordable, on-the-ground person who gets it done. Here's the exact math to get to $1,000. Nansabazimban. Sign just 4 local businesses on a simple retainer package. Charge each business $250 per month. For that price, you promise to deliver a package of content every single month. 8 short-form videos, Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, 15 high-quality photos. You can shoot all the content for one client in a single 2-hour session each month. For 4 clients, you're only spending about 8 to 10 hours a month shooting, and another 10 hours editing and posting. Roughly 20 hours of work for $1,000, that's a $50 per hour rate. Getting your first client is the hardest part, but here's the strategy. First, use Canva to create a simple one-page PDF that outlines your $250 per month package. Then, identify 20 local businesses in your area whose social media presence is weak or non-existent. Don't email them. Walk into their business during a slow period, like a Tuesday afternoon. Ask to speak to the owner or manager, and make your pitch simple. I help local businesses create social media content so they can attract more customers. For $250 a month, I'll handle it for you. Can I show you what I mean? Offer to do the first month's content for half price, or even for free, to prove your value. Once you get one testimonial, the next 3 clients will be exponentially easier to land. Now that you have your local content business bringing in a steady $1,000, we're going to add a purely digital remote income stream. We'll call this the Digital Taskmaster. You are going to become a high-value virtual assistant, but with a specific focus. Instead of just offering generic administrative support, you will specialize in 2 or 3 in-demand digital tasks. This specialization allows you to charge higher rates and attract better clients. Podcast editing, YouTube channel management, social media scheduling, and engagement for busy professionals. These are tasks that people are desperate to outsource. Let's break down the income goal of $1,500 per month. Move away from hourly billing and towards monthly retainers. Hourly caps your income. Retainers give predictable cash flow. Offer a podcast launch package for $500. Editing the first 4 episodes. Creating show notes, setting up the podcast on all major platforms, or offer a YouTube management retainer for $750 per month. Handle video uploads, create thumbnails using Canva, write descriptions, respond to comments for a client who posts once a week. 2 retainer clients, $1,500 a month. Go where clients hang out online. Upwork, Fiverr, be proactive. Join Facebook groups for podcasters. Join Facebook groups for YouTubers. Join Facebook groups for online business owners. Don't spam your services. Provide genuine value. Answer questions about audio quality. Answer questions about video engagement. Share helpful tips. Once known, mention you offer services. Resources are primarily skill-based. For podcast editing, start with Audacity. Watch free YouTube tutorials to learn cleanup and adding intro, outro music. For YouTube management, your platform knowledge plus Canva, thumbnail skills are enough. Most important resource, your time to learn. Dedicate a few weeks to become proficient. That time investment lets you charge premium prices and makes $1,500 a month realistic. With $2,500 a month already secured from our first 2 hustles, it's time to add a completely different type of income stream: e-commerce arbitrage. Now, this might sound complicated, but honestly the concept is incredibly simple. Buy low, sell high. Specifically, we're going to focus on retail arbitrage within Canada. Find discounted or clearance products in store. Walmart, Canadian Tire, Winners. Then resell for profit online. Amazon.ca, Facebook Marketplace, eBay.ca. This hustle doesn't require you to create a product, and you can start with a very small amount of capital. To reach $1,500 a month in profit, you need a systematic approach. Aim to find products where you can realistically double your money after fees and shipping. Let's say your average profit per item sold is $15. To make $1,500 in profit, you'd need to sell 100 items per month, or about 3 to 4 items per day. This is very achievable. You'll need to dedicate 1 or 2 sourcing trips per week, where you spend a few hours scanning the clearance aisles of big box stores. Use the Amazon Seller app on your phone to scan barcodes. It will instantly tell you what the item sells for on Amazon, what the fees are, and what your potential profit would be. You only buy the winners. Getting started is straightforward. First, set up a seller account on your chosen platform. I recommend starting with Amazon.ca because of its massive customer base and its FBA, or Fulfillment by Amazon program. With FBA, you ship all your products in a big box to an Amazon warehouse in Canada, and they handle storage, packing, shipping, and customer service for you. This is a real game changer. It turns this hustle from a full-time job of packing boxes into a more passive model. While FBA has fees, the time it saves you is more than worth it, allowing you to focus on the most important part: sourcing profitable products. Your initial investment is your sourcing capital. You can start with as little as $200. Go out, find profitable items, and reinvest every single dollar of profit back into buying more inventory. Your initial $200 becomes $350, then $350 becomes $600, and so on. You're compounding your capital. The key resources are the Amazon Seller app, a reliable vehicle for your sourcing trips, and an initial budget for inventory. Don't get discouraged if your first sourcing trip isn't a home run. It takes time to develop an eye for what sells. Focus on categories like toys, home goods, and seasonal items, as they often have the best clearance deals. We're at $4,000 a month, and for the final push to our $5,000 goal, we will monetize a niche skill. This is different from being a digital taskmaster. It's less about ongoing service, and more about high-value, project-based work. Think about what you're already good at. Are you bilingual? You could offer document translation services. Are you great at writing? You could specialize in crafting compelling resumes and LinkedIn profiles. Do you have a knack for planning? Offer a custom Canadian vacation itinerary planning service for tourists. The key is to be specific, because this is specialized project-based work. You can charge a premium. For example, a high-quality resume and LinkedIn optimization package could be priced at $250. To make $1,000, you only need to land 4 of these clients a month, just 1 per week. If you're a skilled photographer, you could offer real estate photography packages for $350. 3 of those jobs a month and you've exceeded your goal. The strategy is to position yourself as an expert in one specific high-value area. This commands respect and higher prices. To market your niche skill, build a simple portfolio. Go where your target clients are. A one-page website using a simple builder like Card can serve as your professional hub, or use a polished LinkedIn profile as your hub. If you're targeting job seekers, become an active and helpful voice on LinkedIn. If you're offering translation, connect with small businesses expanding into French-speaking markets in Canada. For a service, like vacation planning, create content on Pinterest showcasing beautiful Canadian destinations. Also create content on Instagram showing those destinations to attract customers. It's about targeted, strategic outreach, not casting a wide net. The beauty of this hustle is that it often relies on skills you already possess. Startup costs are virtually zero. Your main investment is the time it takes to package your skill into a marketable service. If you need to learn a new skill, learn web design with Elementor for WordPress. Or learn advanced spreadsheet formulas. Websites like YouTube are your best friends here, and Skillshare is another place to learn practical skills fast. You don't need to be the world's foremost expert. You just need to be more knowledgeable than your client. By solving a specific expensive problem for them, you can easily charge the project fees needed to add this final $1,000 to your monthly income. We've engineered a diversified income portfolio. That diversification provides stability. Example, e-commerce slow 1 month, retainer clients keep income steady. It's your insurance policy against UPS and downs, fragile side gig versus resilient income system. Let's review the monthly breakdown. Here is your 5,000 month Canadian blueprint. Local content, $1,000 from 4 clients. Digital tasks, $1,500 from 2 retainer clients. E-commerce arbitrage, $1,500 net profit. Niche skill monetization, $1,000 from a few high-value projects. Highlight, total, $1,500 month, $60,000 a year, built with minimal starting costs. This is a direct action plan. The workload is manageable with discipline. Local content. About 20 hours a month. Digital tasks. 30 to 40 hours a month. Arbitrage sourcing and shipping prep. About 20 hours a month. Niche skill projects. 10 to 15 hours a month. That's around 80 to 95 hours a month. About 20 to 25 hours a week. Yes, it's a part-time job, but for $60,000 a year, it's the highest paying part-time job you'll ever have. The key is to time block your schedule. Dedicate specific evenings and weekend hours to each hustle. This model is designed for synergy. Content creation skills will help market your niche service. Arbitrage marketplace knowledge gives insights for digital clients. Professionalism with local business owners improves remote communication. Each piece of the puzzle makes the other stronger. You're not just earning money, you're building skills that compound over time, creating a powerful flywheel for your income. Once you've consistently hit your $5,000 a month target for 3 to 6 months, you'll be at a crossroads. You've proven the model works. Now, you have a choice. Maintain this level of income as a powerful supplement to your main job, or begin to scale. Scaling means moving from being the doer of everything to becoming the owner of a system. This is how you can potentially turn one of these hustles into a full-time business, or a combination of them into a full-time business, that earns far more than $5,000 a month, often while working fewer hours yourself. It's the transition from active income to leveraged income. Let's take the hyper-local content creator hustle as an example. You currently have 4 clients at $250 each. To scale, you could hire another person, maybe a university student studying media, to do the shooting and editing for you. You might pay them $500 a month to service those 4 clients. Your profit would drop from $1,000 to $500, but your time commitment would go from 20 hours a month to just 2 or 3 hours of client management. Now, you can use those freed up hours to go out and sign 10 more clients. You've just built a small agency. You're no longer selling your time, you're selling a system. For the digital taskmaster business, once you have your processes dialed in for podcast editing, you can create training videos, hire a junior editor to handle the technical work while you focus on client acquisition and quality control. For your e-commerce arbitrage business, you could hire someone for a few hours a week to do the packing, to do the shipping prep for your FBA shipments, freeing you up to focus solely on sourcing more profitable inventory. Scaling is all about identifying the repetitive tasks and delegating them, allowing you to focus on the high-value growth activities. We have covered the entire blueprint, from the foundational tools, the 4 specific complementary hustles, the exact numbers you need to hit. We've laid out the path to get you to $5,000 a month and shown you how to scale beyond that. The plan is here. The information is in front of you. There are no more secrets. The only variable left in this entire equation is you. Are you going to watch this, feel inspired for 10 minutes, and go back to scrolling? Or are you going to take the first small, concrete step today? I want you to understand that this is more than just making money. An extra $5,000 a month is a safety net. It's the power to say no. It's the ability to invest in your future, to take care of your family, to travel, to reduce your stress. It is, in a word, freedom. And right now in Canada, the opportunity to seize that freedom is wide open for anyone willing to put in the focused work. The tools are cheaper and more accessible than ever. The market is hungry for the exact services and products we've discussed. There are no excuses left. Your first step is not to try and do everything at once. That's a recipe for burnout. Your first step is to pick one of these hustles, just one, and start it. Go set up your professional email and open your separate bank account. Go create that one-page PDF for your local content service. Go spend 1 hour on YouTube learning the basics of Audacity. Take one small, manageable action right now. Build momentum. Your goal for this month isn't to make $5,000. Your goal is to make your first dollar, then your first $100. Prove to yourself that it's possible. This is your moment. The plan is clear, the path is lit, and the opportunity is massive. Don't let fear or hesitation hold you back. You have the ability to completely transform your financial life over the next year, and it all starts with the decision you make today. Thank you for joining me here at Neuro Profit AI. Now stop watching and start doing. Go get what's yours.